Alright, for this tutorial I'm going to show you how to change the color of objects in your image. You're going to use a tool called the Magic Wand for this. And to get there you first have to click on the button that says Quick Selection Tool. And then down here you can click on the one with the star called the Magic Wand. When you use the Magic Wand you can adjust the tolerance, which controls how much of the scene it selects. Normally I recommend leaving it around 30 to 40 to begin with, and then you can always adjust a little bit more or less if you need to. So to begin, I'm going to try to change the color of this girl's scarf. I want to make sure I can zoom in. If you don't have the navigator open, that's F12 on your keyboard. And I'm going to zoom in, and then I can just drag the box down until I see her scarf. Now you notice her scarf is not all exactly the same shade of yellow. There's some kind of shaded areas and some brighter areas. But when I use the Magic Wand and click on it, it grabs most of it. To grab the rest of that, the shaded areas, I'm going to hold down Shift, and now if you look closely you can see little plus signs show up next to the Magic Wand. That means it's going to add more of the scarf to the selection. And I can kind of keep going until I've got pretty much the entire scarf selected. If I were to select too much on accident, remember you can always undo by pressing Ctrl Z. Now I've still got the rest of this. There's actually a little section kind of hanging around the front here. I'm going to select that as well and try to make sure I get pretty much all of her scarf selected. Now, once you have the object selected, to change the color, you're going to go to Enhance, Adjust Color, and then Adjust Hue Saturation. The shortcut key for this is really nice, so you don't have to click all of that. It's just Ctrl U, and that will open up this box. Now, to change the color, the main thing we're going to change is the hue, and you can do that by sliding this to the right and to the left. And you can see I can make it a blue scarf, purple scarf, red, orange, yellow, green, pretty much all of the colors. Let's say I wanted to make it a blue scarf. Saturation just affects how bright the color is, so if I turn that way up, it's really bright blue. If I turn it way down, it actually will go all the way down to gray, or black and white. And then lightness, kind of obvious. If I turn it up, it's getting brighter colored, or down, it's darker colored. I usually kind of leave those two in the middle. And so now if I hit OK, it's changed. But before I go on and work on anything else, I need to deselect. Right now it's selected this scarf still, and I wouldn't be able to work anywhere. So to deselect, you can just hit Ctrl D, and that lets go. Now if you look really closely, you notice there is still a little bit of yellow from the original scarf around there. But really when we zoom out on this scene, you're not really going to notice that little bit of yellow. Another thing we could change in this scene would be this girl's shoes. So again, I want to zoom in very close, drag the box down to her shoes. So again, I take my Magic Wand tool from here, and as I click on her shoe, you can see again, it gets most of her shoe on the first try, but the heel down here, since it was a little shaded, it didn't quite get it, so I hold down Shift, and I can click on that. And this time you can see it's grabbing way too much. So I'm going to Ctrl Z, and this is where I would need to turn down the tolerance so it doesn't select as much. And now if I hold down Shift and click on the heel, you can see it's mostly just getting the heel of the shoe. Again, I could kind of work on any other little sections, and you can sometimes just kind of move around and click a whole bunch until you've got it selected. Now again, to change the colors, the shortcut key was Ctrl U. And now I can change the shoe to a different color shoe. So I'm going to make it a red shoe. Saturation again, make it a really bright red shoe or a kind of faded red shoe. Go kind of maybe up a little bit, but not too much. And then hit OK. Again, to let go of that selection when you're finished, it's Ctrl D. And now I've got a girl with a blue scarf and a girl with a red shoe.